Hey, welcome to Fang Tail. You're on with Fox, and I know I'm kind of the face of this channel. And today I kind of wanted to talk about the channel itself and direction and where the channel's headed and kind of what my experiment is with this channel overall. So the channel exists first and foremost because I wanted a creative outlet where I could make YouTube videos, I could play games, I could do video essays like you're seeing right now, and I believe there'll be more in this format to come too. And kind of as a direction, that's kind of where our starting point is. But where this is going to go, I've got no idea. How much you'll get to know me or the other characters that we get to see, how much I will end up being involved as this evolves over time, there's no way to say. But right now, the existence is purely a sort of outlet for me to be able to be creative in ways that my normal occupations and careers in my lifetime have not allowed me to be. Unfortunately, in a lot of ways, most of the career paths I've taken and jobs I've had are not creative. And in fact, in a lot of ways, would not reward creativity. If you're the nail that's sticking out the wrong way, you're going to get hammered back in. And going against the grain a lot of times is hurting the efforts of people around you. And at best, you might impress somebody like, oh, that's kind of a neat way to think about it. But you're going against the grain, so we're not going to do it that way. This is kind of a test to see, can I put a bunch of skills together and create stuff that's entertaining, that's fun for me to make, right? That's enjoyable, and it's something I can improve on. So at the end of the day, this is kind of like a skill or, a trade, I guess, that I can get better at as time goes. And I've already seen kind of the gains as that's been happening. The experiment itself, and I want to go ahead and lay that out at the beginning. So as far as I can tell with this channel, my goal right now is 100 videos, no matter what. There'll be 9 kind of gaming videos or gameplay or game related at this moment, and then there'll be one video at the end every 9. So this will be the 10th video of kind of like a video essay where I'm recapping either something about what's been going on with the channel, or it could be something that's going on with me or the direction or how I'm feeling about being a content creator and being on YouTube and kind of my experience with what's going through it. And these essays may cover a very large range of topics. I imagine we'll talk about why we're faceless. I imagine we'll talk about, the creation of this and kind of creating, this sort of potential career field as we go into it. And I already consider this channel successful, regardless of outcome. The skills that I have gained and the fun that I'm having are the highlights that I am looking forward to with each and every video. I can go in and be like, oh, wow, I've already improved here. Oh, wow, the audio is already getting better. My edits are getting better. My ability to orate right in front of a mic to the faceless void that is the audience, right? And I know it's not faceless, and obviously if you're listening and we've just now connected here one-on-one, I feel you, right? And I really appreciate you listening. So it's not faceless because I do know that this energy that I'm putting out right now may be being received on some other end across the world, or even closer than you might think, right? Even down the street. So it's going to be successful regardless of outcome. And I'm committing to 100 videos. And that's just kind of a goal marker for me, like a milepost, a signpost. When we hit the 100, what does it look like? What's changed? What has the growth been like? And then we're going to take a really objective look at that and kind of see where, what direction I might want to change it in, if that's what I decide to do at that point. I've gotten better at audio engineering, and I already had some background there. Video editing, had some background there as well. Graphic design. My wife has a lot of background there, but I've learned a ton too. Definitely as far as business acumen, marketing, establishing kind of a workflow around creating these videos. All of these things are skills that I've appreciated a ton, even the simple animation. And I know that what I've done here is not anything crazy as far as the little characters and tunes and how they blink and move their mouths is in the realm of what's possible. It's very minor, but for me, it's awesome. And I get to be like, wow, I made that and I got that to work. And so I'm a kind of techie person. And, growing up, it was not really celebrated to be involved in tech or to play games or to spend time, engaging in the digital world, right? In digital realms. And so I think that kind of like now as an adult, I'm like, I've felt in a weird way, like shameful to engage with it. And I think that that's incorrect. I think that it's a very useful skill. Now that people are seeing, right, what people are able to do with not just tech, but with AI and with how people have optimized workflows and systems. I mean, you look at digital banking as a novelty that is now so commonplace, when I remember growing up and people still balance checkbooks, and some people still do. So no knocking anybody that still does that kind of thing. But we're just watching kind of how the world's evolving and how we interface, and seeing the rise of YouTube. I mean, I remember when YouTube did not have advertisements, and searching was kind of a pain, as far as recommendations. It was like what was on the front of YouTube was on the front of YouTube. And it's totally become this other thing now where you've got, all sorts of different ways to engage and create content and to share with other people. And I think that's kind of where I'm most interested, is putting myself out there and being honest with, like, not only what direction we're going in, but also just how I feel and how it's going, I guess, and the experiences that I'm having that I get to share with others, which is what's really exciting to me. A big part of that is the kind of community that has been occurring because this channel exists. I'm carving out time to play games with my brother now, which didn't happen as much or as often. My wife, same situation. She's like, oh, I'd love to get on with you and play, and like, let's record a little bit. And other friends, and like getting that time to play and the time to edit and the time to look back and reflect, and these kind of memories we're creating as we play have been really, like, really special to me. And I know, like, I'm all sappy. It's been 9 videos up until now, right? This is number 10. But I just see the direction it's going and kind of the positive way that it's transformed, like interfacing with the digital medium. It's not like I'm going away to some cave, right, to go be away and play my games and, escape the world. It's like, no, I'm bringing the world in with the games into my life. And you guys get to witness, as a viewer here, you're getting to witness, like, kind of really the best parts of my free time. This is what I would be doing regardless, to be honest with you, if I had the choice, as far as what's going on in that downtime. And so being able to do it and share it with people that I care about and that I love and that I have fun, engaging with, has been really, really, really awesome. So I've been having an amazing time with this experiment, and I get joy from every view, every comment, every subscriber. I think as of the time I'm making this video, we have 9, under 10. We're still single digits, which is still awesome to me. Like, the fact that 9 people are even like, oh yeah, this is cool enough that I'll click sub and see what's going to happen with it, makes me baffled. Like, I think that that's so neat. And I also have a legitimate curiosity that this might be something that I'm actually good at, or at the very least, like, somewhat entertaining to watch. And so if that's been your experience so far, I really appreciate that you're sticking around to kind of hear my thoughts and hear me being candid, right, in this kind of format, versus like there being a game behind me or kind of something to distract from the issue, as far as, like, I guess, myself as the person or as the fox or whatever you in your mind's eye view this voice as. But I have a feeling like there's a community to be found or created that can grow together, kind of around, like, we enjoy just, I guess, like, celebrating the time that we have when we have it with others, and also being able to really celebrate the awesome medium that is gaming. And that's something I'm so passionate about. It is my preferred medium on absolutely every single front. And it doesn't mean that I don't still watch TV or read books or, doom scroll on the internet and look at shorts from time to time, you name it, right? I do. But gaming, by far, I've had some of the best experiences with a story being told to me. The simulations you get to run, right, in the game, in your mind, right? The sense of competition, the adrenaline rush, or the endorphins you get to have when gaming. I mean, I feel all of that. And so it's so awesome to be able to kind of, like, share that, and also hopefully improve at, sharing that experience and that feeling with others is something I'm really, really kind of desiring with this channel. I'm not going to define success or failure for this channel. And so I want to make sure that this 100 videos, it doesn't mean it's 100, and then if it's not at X amount of subscribers or views or likes or whatever, that it's going to die or something. No, I plan on doing this way beyond 100 videos. It's just, I'm going to look at the first 100 very objectively. I am pouring a lot of my effort right now and time into this. And it's not to say that I wouldn't continue pouring the same amount of time as we go. It's just, I want to be objective about it, right? I want to treat this entire channel like I'm a scientist, right? And we're testing different things and seeing what works and what doesn't. And I want to do more of what's working, less of what's not working, but also while being kind of true to myself and my direction and what's actually going to be fun for me. Because up until this moment, none of it has been a chore. I've enjoyed every second of the entire experience. And so I'm not going to put, this is going to be success, this is going to be failure. 100 videos, 9 gaming, and a video essay. And we're going to do that 10 times. We've just completed kind of our first out of these 10 cycles. And at the very end, I'll recap, kind of share my experience. And maybe that will be helpful to somebody. Maybe right now this is helping somebody like, hey, I need to go get after it myself, whatever that is for you, right? The next architect, the next, great inventor, right? Like I need to just get after and do something. Maybe. Or maybe, you know what? It's just simply entertaining and you're like, oh, I got to hear Fox's thoughts and kind of see where Fang Tail is and where it's going and get a little bit more behind like the voice and the cute little, Fox that kind of plays these games. And so I appreciate you sticking around. If you're a subscriber, I really appreciate the support. If you've interfaced or engaged with any of my content, thank you. And I hope that you're interested to see this journey as we go. And it's an experiment, right? It's an experiment in sharing and trying. And above all else, this is only the beginning. Later.